nice, my little bow here. You will never believe it. This is one of my members who actually launched something online, and she launched her own membership, and she gifted me with some beautiful earrings and some beautiful things that I can put on my head. So I'm telling you, I'm so excited because I love it when I see that people are just flourishing. I love it. Who's here to flourish? Who's here to learn how to create a different life? You want something different. I don't know what that looks like for you. Okay, let me know in the comments. Do you want to make more money? Do you want to leave your 9 to 5 job? Do you just want to breathe a little financially? Is it that you're looking to launch a business? What is it here? Why are you here, guys? Let me know in the comments there. Why are you here? Let me know. Let me see. Do you want to leave your 9 to 5? Corin says. Vanessa from Lenasia, South Africa. Is it Lenasia? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. To breathe financially, to make money, want more in life. Yes, right? You want more in life. So this is the reason that you are here. Income and pension. I want to grow financially. I want to live better. Time freedom, breathe, longevity of earnings. Oh, what such amazing things. So I need a desperately unemployed as of today. Well, Charlotte, your unemployment could have been the best thing that's ever happened to you. Isn't it strange that in the most difficult times in our lives, we birth something that we never thought possible? No one wants to go through a bad time. Hey, no one wants to go through it. But when you look back and you've made it and you've created something different, you are so glad that you went through it. And I'm saying that for a reason, because what you are going to hear tonight, the stories that you are going to hear, my story that you are going to hear, this is why I'm sitting in front of you today, because I went through a bad patch. So if you are here and you've been looking for a financial breathing room, maybe you want to launch a business, maybe you are in a business, maybe you have your own business or service, but yeah, man, you're just not making it. You know you can make more, and you're constantly freaking working, and you don't mind working, but it's like, I just want to generate revenue easier, a little bit more simpler than I'm used to. Can I get a yes? Is that going to help you if I can show you how modern online business work? Can I show you? Is that going to help you? So it's freaking excited. So get a notebook out, okay? We're going to be together for about 45 to 50 minutes, okay? We cannot go any longer. I'm jumping actually on a call after this. So get a notepad out, remove all distractions. And here's the thing. Who's meeting me for the very first time? Put me in the comments. If you are meeting me for the very first time, it's the first time you're on my Zoom, okay? Okay. I talk fast. Okay, you better keep up. Okay, if anything is unclear, I will see if we can have a time to ask questions. But I do have an amazing team it's going to be inside the chats. That's going to answer if you have questions, or maybe you don't hear what I just said because I talk fast. Okay, but I want to encourage you. I'm going to ask you questions because I don't like to be up on my own. Okay. I like to see the answers. So I'll ask you and you can answer in the comments. But I don't want you to start asking questions until we're done or near done. Because I promise you, I'm most probably going to answer all of your questions through what I'm about to show you. Okay. Are you ready? Put ready if you are. Let's get going. I'm excited. I am so excited. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get going. All right. Okay, so welcome to how to start making money online. Okay, because this is why we're here. You know, that this is just why we're here. And I mean, why wouldn't we be here? Because unfortunately, we need money for everything, right? And there's actually a way that you can do this without quitting what you are busy with. Because sometimes, it's not always wise to just leave your 9 to 5 because you've just had enough. I mean, how are you going to put food on the table? How are you going to do this? Okay. And also, it's also not wise. Keep on doing what you're doing if you know it's not working for you. Can I get a yes if you agree? I mean, it's foolish keep on doing the same thing, but you're going insane, you're going in debt every single month, and you know what you're doing with is not working. So that's also being foolish, okay? So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how you can get started in the online space without having to quit your job. At least not yet. Okay. But before we start, I want to do a little experiment together. Are you guys up for some fun? Okay. I like to show you a little bit, like just real. My whole purpose is to make this so real for you and to just show you, simplify everything for you. So at the end of this call, you're like, man, I can see the possibilities and I'm so freaking excited about it. Okay. At the end of the call, if you are not freaking excited, I have not done my job because this excites everyone. Okay. So let's go Google a little bit. Okay. So I want you to just look at this. We're going to open up Google together and I'm going to ask how to lose weight. Whoops, I spelled it now wrong, but let's go. So, okay, how to lose weight. So why is Google showing me this? Hey, why? Because someone created content on it, right? Let me go best air fryer. What's the best air fryer we can get? Okay. The same thing here. Why is Google showing me this? Because someone took pictures, put it up on the internet, and showed that you could actually buy an air fryer. Okay. Now, I don't know if you have a puppy. I have a puppy currently, and I'm like Googling all the time, like how to train this puppy properly, right? And the same here. So anything that you search for, and this is what I used to search 2.5 years ago, how to make money online. I used to search that all the time. And I was like, why is this online? It is on Google because someone created content. And this is why you find it. Okay. Can you see that millions of people are searching for solutions, right? They are searching for solutions. They have a problem. They search for a solution. It's not like nobody wakes up in the morning and say, I want to buy a PDF today. No one does that, right? They wake up and they say, man, I wish I had confidence to do this job properly or confidence or whatever. And then they will go Google and maybe they'll get to a PDF. Okay. Or they want to learn some skills and they will buy a course. If you want to learn how to make money online, oh, well, that's what I did, right? How to make money online or I also did like how to do lashes, how to do nails. And I invested in myself and I bought courses because I was looking for those skills so that in my beauty salon that I used to have, that I could charge for that, right? You know, you charge for the skills. No one wakes up and say, hey, I want to be coached in how to be a 6 or 7 figure earner. No, they wake up and they're like, man, I need faster results. This is not something that I can do forever. Okay. No one wakes up and say, I want templates. No, they want to save time. If any of you have little ones on here and you used to do birthdays, okay, if you don't have the time to learn how to design in Canva, it's easier to buy the templates, right? And the same with anything else. Every search that you do on Google, it starts with a problem. You guys see that, right? It makes sense. Every search you do. Business doesn't create demand for something, right? They solve existing demand. Can you see this? Because many times, what do? Well, at least me, just put a 1 in the comments if this is you. I used to think I needed to invent something new or start a brand new business to be able to make good money. I thought I needed to think of something new. Look at all the ones there, right? Well, I'm so glad you found this webinar because let me tell you, it's not at all. There's existing demand that people are already Googling. And if you are not in there, if you can't solve a problem, if you can solve a problem but you are not searchable, people can't find you. Right, so let's carry on. Customers don't usually find businesses by accident, right? I mean, think about the last thing you've Googled. Like, what did you Google? Let me know in the comments there. What did you Google? What was the last thing that you Googled before tonight? Maybe it was make money online. Maybe it was work from home. Maybe it was, how can I get customers for my business, right? What did you Google? Can you see that the business don't come and look for you? You go and look for that. Healthy recipes, how to make money using my cell phone. Awesome, right? So you are looking for things. It's not the other way around, right? So how it normally starts is it starts with a problem. Again, no one wakes up and think, I want to order a course or I want to order a whatever, that starts with a problem. I need to Google something. And what they go do is they go and search. They go Google. They go YouTube. They do all these things. And someone on the internet created content to solve that problem, right? Like to reinstall Windows. Okay, someone created a video on YouTube showing people how to reinstall Windows, right? And this, if that person didn't create the content, no one would find it. And what happens is when people find the content, what happens? You start building trust with the person that created content. Yes? Do you guys agree? You start building trust because now this person is giving information for free for you, or they're showing up online and you've been Googling how to make money online. And here are people showing up. Hey, I can show you. Here's 3 things that you need, but the information is a little bit narrow. So you start following this person and you start trusting this person. And what ends up happening is you become a customer. That's true, right? You become a customer. So it's really easy. There are 4 reasons people buy. People buy because they trust you, right? Oh, my thing is all going all over the show here. They understand what you do and they believe that you can help them because your offer solves a problem that they have. This is why posting random quotes or just going viral, it doesn't mean anything if you just go viral for the sake of going viral. I actually saw a woman last week. I don't know her from a bar of soap. And she's like, I went viral. I got like over 20 million views. And I was just curious. And I went to watch and I'm like, man, you could have gone viral and really monetized on it. But the reason she went viral was because she was busy gymming, picking up weights, and she accidentally hit her little child in the head. And obviously it was interesting to see, and people were like, "What happened?" So she went viral, but I mean, she didn't make any money from going viral. You see, and everyone like thinks you have to go viral or you have to have thousands of followers, and that is not the case at all. People will not buy from you because you went viral. People will not even buy from you because you're famous. Okay? I know a lot of famous people, let me tell you. They're not making the money that they can be making. Your people buy from you because you solve a problem. That's why. Okay? And where do these customers come from? There are so many ways that a customer can find you. Okay? Not just social media, by the way. Social media is just a great place for customers to find you because it's free. Everyone's scrolling on social media. I mean, let me know in the comments there how much time are you spending on your phone. Let me know. Okay? Like the average person, when I started 2.5 years ago, the average person spent 2.5 hours on the phone. Do you know that it's 8 hours plus now that people are spending on their phones right now? And if you have a product or a service and you're not on social media, people can't find you. They will find your competition, but they won't find you. So there's many ways, okay? So it's not just social media, but you can do YouTube, you can do Pinterest, you can do LinkedIn. There's so many ways that customers can find you. You just need to know where your customer hangs out and how you can reach them, right? And there's not just one way to build an online business. Okay. There are different business models out there. There's digital products, there's coaching, there's membership. Like I told you with one of my members inside my program, she just launched a membership where she charges a monthly fee and then she sends a box full of nice goodies for women. I mean, it makes me feel so special to got that box and I'm wearing the stuff and I'm so proud of her because she's been in business, but she knew that if she doesn't create an online income stream for a physical business, she would not be able to keep ahead of the times, right? So there's other ways. There's affiliate partnerships, there's software, there's templates, there's communities, there's events, there's workshops. So there's so many different ways that you can create an income online, okay? But why we love digital products is because it allows you to package what you know. So here's where I'm going to tickle your brain a little bit, okay? Because if you have knowledge about something, you can turn that into a guide. I want you to just start thinking out the box a little bit. A lot of people tell me, but Lizelle, I don't know how I can make money. What can I sell? Okay. But you don't need your own product, and I'll get to that now. But a lot of people don't think they have something to sell. But when I start asking the questions, they immediately start saying, okay, now I know what I can do, right? And this is exactly what happened to Lynette. Lynette had her business, she had a physical business, and she didn't know how to take a business online, and she created an additional income stream now. So you can package your knowledge into a guide. These are just some examples. You can package a skill that you have into a course. I have a lady inside my community who's she's professional. She's a psychometrist. I think that's the right word. And she took that skill and she packaged it into a digital product, right? Some of you have experience, like experience how to get into shape. And you don't have to be an expert. That's the beauty of this. You just need to have the skill, the knowledge, or the experience. Okay. You can package that into coaching. If you have a process, like you can be a busy mom, okay, and you have a lot of toddlers, and many moms, they don't know how to handle their day. But maybe you have worked out a system for you and your family that works extremely well. You can package that into a template and you can sell that to other moms. So you can make their life easier like that. Maybe you have a framework that you can package into a workbook, right? Or maybe an AI prompt that you can package into a digital product. It's endless. The ideas are absolutely endless what you can package. Almost everyone knows something that someone else wants to learn. The challenge isn't whether you have knowledge. The challenge is recognizing its value. I have a lady that I spoke to yesterday, and she said, Lizelle, the only thing I can do is I can cook and I can sing. Okay? And I'm like, boy, oh boy, do you know how many people will pay for the hidden knowledge that you have? Like, how many people have tried a recipe here that flopped? Just put me in the comments. Let's have some fun. Hey? You've tried a recipe and it flopped. Okay, exactly. There we go. So just because you have the recipe doesn't mean it's going to come out perfectly, right? If you want to do birthday cakes and you are skilled, you've done birthday cakes over and over, you can package that into a digital product and teach people the things you wish you knew when you got started in decorating cakes, for instance. Okay? When you start asking yourself these questions and start thinking about what do people ask you? What do they ask you about? Maybe you are the family photographer. Maybe everyone asks you to take photos. You don't have to be an expert in it, but you can package that into a digital product and help someone else learn the skills that took you a long time to learn through experience, right? You can save someone time and money. If you can save someone time and money, you can charge for it. Okay? If you had something valuable to sell online, where would people find you? Like, think about that for a second. Where would they find you? Okay? Because customers don't buy things that they don't know exist. I have so many people that have a product or a service, or they have a digital product, or they have resale rights to a digital product. In other words, they don't have a product they own, it's a resale right product. And I have a lot of people that tell me, but Lizelle, I'm not getting in sales. And the problem is almost never the product or the service or the person. The problem is visibility. People just don't know you exist. You need more visibility, right? So let me know in the comments there. How did you find me or the person that invited you here? How did you find them? Let me know quickly. I just want to open up here. How did you find? Let me see. Email, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. See? You found it. Okay? Very little people, although there are people that find it through a friend, but you found this person, or me through one of the social media channels. That's how powerful this is, right? The goal is not to become famous. Because if you are getting nervous on being on camera, yes, you can do the spaces, but if you are nervous, just think about it. It's not to become famous, it's just to become findable. This is why business owners normally spend a lot of money on ads, okay? And they don't have to, because if you can just use social media and use it the right way. So online customers find you through they have a problem. That's where they start. And this is the beauty of online business. This means you don't have to go look for customers. You don't have to go recruit. It's not like you have to sign people up. They go and they search. And if you have content that you create on social media, you are one of the options that they can find. And if you are their person, they will start trusting you and they will become your customer. That is how simple the process is, right? So you do not need thousands of followers. You just need the right people to understand that you can help them. I feel I need to just mention this. When I started in the online space, I was sucked into this world of believing that the more followers you have, the more successful you are. Who thinks like that right now? Just put me in the comments. Be honest with me. That's how I used to think because that is the fakeness of online of some of the online space. It really is because some people buy followers and like I say, just go viral for the sake of going viral. I'm on my third Instagram account, okay? And let me tell you, I make more money now than I did when I started out because I've learned how to attract my perfect customer. Instead of attracting everyone, I'm attracting buyers instead of browsers, if that makes sense. Okay. It really doesn't matter because I can promise you, you can have 200,000 followers. If those are not buyers, you are just going to look good by having 200,000 followers. And that's a sad reality because people, yeah, I just feel I have to mention that because being in the online space for more than 2.5 years, that is the thing I wish someone helped me earlier on because I thought you had to have a lot of followers, and it's just simply not the case. 100 people can be enough to start. 100 people can see your content. You can start 10 conversations because 10 people will probably respond to your automated email or they will DM you on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And they'll start just confirming some information. Okay. 3 can become interested and 1 becomes a customer. Okay. So 100 is more than enough. Okay. I'm going to answer all your questions, John Pierre. Okay. I'm going to get to your questions. I said to you, I'm most probably going to answer all your questions. People don't buy products. Think about that. They buy solutions. They buy time, confidence, convenience, hope, a better way. Okay? They don't buy, it's not all about the product. So what can you build around? Think about that, around your skills, your experience, your story, your interests. So, I can't remember your name now. Was it now Charlene that you lost your job? You said you were unemployed. I'm sure you learned some amazing skills at that work that you were at. You can, if you loved what you did, or you started as a beginner and you could, you could teach someone else something that can save them time and money. That's something that you can package into a product. Okay. It's problems that you can solve, something that you love helping people with. You can build something around that. Okay. So here are the common questions that I always get. A lot of people say, but what if I don't have my own product? Well, the good news is you don't have to have your own product. Okay. You can learn the skills first. You can start with an existing product that has resale rights. In other words, a product that you don't have to create, something that's already proven to work, something that's we already know it works. And while you have that product to resell, you can start learning the skills. You can use the existing resources and you can build as you grow. And when you are good and you feel confident, then you can create your own product. Or you can just keep on reselling other products that will really help people. Okay. Another question is, can I do this while working full time? Yes, you can absolutely do. This is designed for people building in pockets of time. I mean, if you go and you go and you search online, guys, just go see the staggering figures of how AI is replacing most of the regular jobs. So AI can never replace you, right? It can't replace us, but it helps a lot. It helps. So just by getting in the online space is going to put you light years ahead if you unless you start later. You know what I mean? Like the people that's already started are already building their online businesses. Okay. And they said we've got I think it's now a year and a half left. The experts say there's a year and a half left where the gap is going to close. There's not going to be a middle class anymore because the middle class is leveling up in income so fast because of the online space. that it's going to fall away completely. So there's going to be two types of people. This is what the experts are saying, okay? This is not what I'm saying. They are saying there's going to be two categories in a year and a half. It's going to be the people that are really struggling financially and the people that are well off because of the online space. Okay. Another question is, can this help my existing business? Absolutely. Marketing, the content, the email, the funnels, AI, business systems can support any business model. Okay. If you are not automating your work, if you are not automating, you are doing a lot of stuff that you don't have to do. Let me give you an example. Do you guys like examples? Like, one of the amazing things that I learned in the online space was to automate my entire communication system. Like, I used to think about an email that I would write. I used to think about, if someone asked me questions. I used to, like for email, for instance. Now it's like everything's automatic. I mean, I can write an essay automatically. It's insane how much time it saves. And imagine having an automated system that as customers ask you for information, the automated system, it answers and helps the people, right? It's just amazing. Another question is, do I have to show my face? No, there are faceless options, but you still need to build trust because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? So if you don't show your face at all, it does take a little bit longer. I'm going to be honest with you. It does take a little bit longer because you still have to build trust. That's the only thing. Okay. How long does it take? Now, this is the question a lot of people, how long before I can take money? Well, it all depends. If you start with a done for you product with resale rights, obviously you're going to save a lot of time because you don't have to create your own thing. You can immediately start, okay? But it depends on the action that you take, okay? It depends on your consistency and the implementation. It's just as going to the gym. You can sign up to the gym and for the membership, but if you don't show up and do the exercises, are you going to have the same results? No. Okay. So when people ask me how soon can I make money, it literally is really impossible for me to answer. But I can tell you what happens in the community, in the people that join DMS, is within their first 4 weeks, a lot of people make their investment back. Okay. The ones that are consistent, but it all depends. Some take longer, some take shorter. I've had Nina, she made $10,000 in her first 6 weeks. It all depends. We all are so different and it all depends. Some people start with the following, some people don't. So it really depends on the action and the learning and the implementation. Okay. But maybe the real question, because I know a lot of people say, can this work? Maybe the real question is, will you follow through? Because maybe you've tried a lot of things. Let me know in the comments. Just say yes in the comments if you have tried a lot of things before. Maybe you've bought some online courses. Maybe you were promised a lot of, quick success. Maybe you tried a side hustle here and there. Maybe you did network marketing. Maybe you've tried a lot of things. So I want to challenge you in that. Maybe the question is not to ask, can this work? The question is, am I willing to commit to this? Instead of focusing on 100 things, what can happen if you focus 100% in the next 90 days on one thing? I'm telling you, amazing things can happen. Okay, so where do you start? Okay, but first, before I ask that, let me know in the comments there. Okay, put a 1 in the comments if you would love to create something of your own. Just put a 1 in the comments there for me. You would love to create your own product. I just want to know. Okay, 1, and put a 2 in the comments if you would love to get started with a product you don't have to create because you want to get results faster. Okay, you want to just get moving quickly. Okay, so there's a mixture. So there's good news for you. Okay, but if you're anything like most people I speak to, you're probably thinking, this sounds so amazing, Lizelle. Okay, but I still wouldn't exactly know what to build. I know a lot of people tell me, Lizelle, I've got so many ideas. I don't know where to start and I need some help. This is exactly why I created DMS. DMS stands for Digital Magnetic System. Some call it digital marketing system because it literally has every single thing that you need. So much so that you won't need any other memberships. You won't need to sign up in other communities. You just need this one thing, this one program, and everything is inside for you to create your own products or launch with a done for you one. Okay. But before I show you this, I know some of you don't know me. I know I got a lot of ones in the beginning. Some of you don't know who I am. I've got a little photo here. My kids are actually much bigger by now. Um, yeah, because to get us all together in one photo is a little bit challenging now because the oldest one is out of school. The middle one is very busy in her sport and at school. And the little one, she's the one I take photos with all the time. And by the way, my two teenagers, the top ones, they don't want to ever be on social media with me. But I'm a former beauty salon owner. I used to work for corporate. Hey, hard work doesn't scare me. I've always worked hard. I've just always worked hard. I started online while I was working in my beauty salon. I've built far over 5 million in online sales, 5 million South African rand in online sales. I must say, to be honest, if I had to check what I've made this year, I need to go and check my figures because I know what I make on a monthly basis, but I've stopped counting because I'm so inspired by how people are changing and the changes that they make in their lives, right? And plus, we're actually not allowed to say what we earn online. Did you guys notice that? I'm just curious. Did you guys notice? The moment you say what you earn online, then you get flagged on the platform. So unfortunately, we're not even allowed to say that anymore. But I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs or people that started from scratch, that were in a tight spot. You're going to hear some amazing stories right now because I don't just want to share my own. And it all started just because I wanted more time freedom and financial freedom. That's literally what I wanted. I was working in my beauty salon. I loved what I was doing. I was all going for this simple life. Financial freedom to me didn't mean driving a Lamborghini, living in a mansion. Financial freedom to me was enjoying life, knowing I could spend it with my kids, knowing I didn't have to stress about what groceries I have to buy for the month or how much I have left. That was why I started this. Okay. And I built DMS because I could see that beginners, they needed a simpler path. They needed something simpler to start off with. So here I was working in my beauty salon while my poor kids, while it was holiday, they would I would just give them cupcakes to do or keep them busy because I always had to work. All right. I always had my life was designed always around my work because I had to do it. And now my work is designed around my life. Now, I don't know what situation you are in, but who would love to have that switch around of your work is now designed around your life instead of you having to change everything because you have to work? You can just put yes in the comments if that's you. I didn't think this was possible. I want to be very transparent to you. I did not think this is possible because this to me was a far-fetched dream because I went through a divorce early in my life. I got remarried. And at the end of the day, when I came to a stage, and remember in the beginning when I opened up the webinar, I said it's strange how in the worst place in our life, it could have been the best thing that ever happened to us. I was in the worst place in my life just after COVID financially, and I just felt like there has to be more to life. And that if it wasn't for me going through that bad patch, I would have never discovered the online space. So I'm so happy that I did, and I'm so happy that you are here. Look at Zara. I want to share a little bit about in our community. She says DMS gave me far more than a business opportunity. It gave me the education, the skills, the confidence I needed to build a business of my own. Before DMS, I never imagined I'd be recording videos, creating content, or putting myself out there online. It challenged me to step outside my comfort zone and helped me develop skills that I now use every day in my own business. It helped me to figure out exactly what I wanted to build and to create multiple income streams that aligned with my strengths and my long-term vision. Today, I'm earning an income from the business that had inspired and equipped me to build using my own skills. For me, DMS is the foundation that gave me the knowledge, the systems, and confidence to create a business that is truly my own. I just want to share with Candice as well. What I love what she says here. is for her, DMS isn't just even the training, it's the vibe, it's the support, it's the encouragement. It's about building belief in ourselves. It helps you become the kind of person who can actually build the life you want. For me, that was so powerful. And then Shardy, I actually asked her to share. I don't know if she can share.
No,
Oh,
she
she
can't share, Sally. Sorry, she's not on tonight.
Okay, no, it's fine. So Shadi, she's such a freaking inspiration. She lives in Namibia. She's saying in Rand there she made over 36,000 in less than 24 hours. This is a post in our community. She's legally blind, guys. She had every single excuse in the book not to start an online business. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, I don't have to worry about money like you do, Lizelle, but I've got this and this and this. And then I tell Charlie's story. I'm like, I'll never convince someone to start an online business, but she's such an inspiration that I don't know, you know, like if she doesn't have an excuse to start, she's legally blind. She's got 15% eyesight, guys, and she's making more money than she's ever had in a normal 9 to 5 because, oh, she lives in Pretoria. Oh, I thought she was in Namibia. I'm sorry. I thought Shadi was in Namibia because she lives in Pretoria. There we go. Um, oh, she returned to the city. There we go, she says. But yeah, it's just such an inspiration. And I want to share this with you because I know we all think in our lives that we need more money, we need this, we need that. She needed it and she did something about it. Okay. So this is a Namibian. This is Danica. I actually asked her to share, but it's her birthday tonight. Her husband's taking her out. She made over 40,000 Namibian dollars in 3 weeks. And she says a few months ago, I was still working a demanding corporate career. She was working long hours, lots of stress, lots of anxiety, overwhelmed, constant pressure, corporate burnout, with very little time for herself and the people I love. I knew something had to change, and then I discovered DMS. I had no background in digital business. I had to learn completely new skills, step outside my comfort zone, create content, show up consistently, host live interviews, and keep going even when I wasn't sure if it will all work out. Today, 4 months down the line, looking back, I honestly have to pinch myself. Not a single day goes by that I'm not grateful. And I couldn't get the entire one in, but this is what people are doing that are taking the chance on themselves because they know they've seen people are doing this. They are creating different lives and they decided to do it as well. I wanted to meet Cecilia. Cecilia, I know you are on here. I want you to come and share, please. I don't think I asked you earlier, but will you please come and share? Cecilia was in the online space previously, but as with everything, a lot of things change, right? And I want you, Cecilia, to specifically touch on when she came into DMS, she started on a new platform and she didn't have followers. She started a brand new platform. And that's the part I want you to touch on a little bit because of a lot of people think, where will I get customers? How are people going to find me? Do I need a lot of followers? Cecilia?
Oh, thank you, Sally. Okay, yeah. So I was with a different program when I just started out in the online space. Also loved it, but when I came across DMS, I've known Sally for a long time. So when I came across DMS, I knew it was something that I needed for my audience. I knew I needed the simplicity. I knew I needed the tech cut out, but I didn't want to confuse my audience that I already built on TikTok because that's where I started out. And I remember Sally saying, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to give you a roadmap to make your first $5,000 in your first month. And I decided, okay, well, I'm going to accept that challenge that she's putting out there, but I'm going to do it on a complete new platform. Now, for many years, I was so afraid to go over to Instagram, you guys. It was like that was the platform that intimidated me. And I decided, I will be testing the DMS system and the skills that I'm getting to learn inside DMS. I will be going over to Instagram and I'll go test it over there. And I literally within 4 weeks made $5,000, which means I made my investment plus a lot of profit back into my pocket. So for me, the online space, this is something I really want to encourage people with because what I loved a lot about DMS, I was in the online space about 2 years before I found DMS and before I decided to implement it. And for that whole 2 years, I was okay with just selling things. But inside DMS, it awakened something different inside me where I started creating my own coachings and mentorings and stuff like that because of what I learned, the skills. So this is literally, it's that next level up, taking you to the next level. And it was definitely an answer to what I needed for my customer at that moment. Because I've got my busy moms, they don't have time. They are just like me when I just got started, overwhelmed, overworked. They don't have time to create things immediately. They don't have time to go and struggle with setups and tech and all those types of things. So when I came across DMS, I knew this is what my customer needed. And I just fell in love with it, completely transitioned and decided, this is home. This is where I want to be. And it has literally taken so many of my clients that I've gotten in through that same process where they immediately had something to make money with, and then they started building and growing their own businesses, their own brands, and themselves in the online space. Zali?
Oh, thank you so much. I love it that you say you found home. I love it. All right, so I want to ask you, Lindy, also, and then I know you guys want to know. Okay, Lizelle, we want to know how can we get started and how can we get started quickly? And I'm going to show you now. Okay, I want you to hear from you, Lindy. She also has an amazing story. She started this. She still has a 9 to 5, guys. She still has a 9 to 5, and she does this, which just testifies how you can change your life while working a 9 to 5 because she actually loves what she does, and she received a promotion where she works, but she has an online business that runs for 24/7. Yolandi, are you in?
Hi, Lizelle. I'm
Hello, hello.
here.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on sharing.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a privilege. And Lizelle, Zanel, I have my red lips just for you. All right, so where to start? I started with having this idea of wanting more to life. It's not that I had a miserable life. It's just that I wanted more to life because I have 2 toddlers, 2 and 5 years old. I am working a full-time job. I am a wife, and along with that, I love training a lot. I also had the privilege of taking part in the Comrades this year. So my life is completely full. I really didn't know. Me and my husband actually had this conversation of if we wanted to start something extra, what will it be? Because you don't get to have a extra income without like investing so much of your time. And I just told my husband, I can't sacrifice any more family time because everything I get up 10 to 20 past 4 in the morning to fit everything in I need to do during the day. Long story short, one of my friends, Anisha Moore, she's also part of DMS. She started with the online space, I think about last year, October. And she was just like posting on social media. And you guys, if I may be like really honest, when I first saw her post on social media, I literally rolled my eyes. I was like, oh my word, like just another one in the online space. And then for the first time I saw, but just to give you some background, me and Anisha grew up together. So it's not just a complete stranger. She's been my like friend ever since my life. And so I saw her first post on social media, making her first money, and I was like, then it got my attention. And I was like, but where will I have the time? Like, possibly if like this will not work for me. Okay. And the time went by, and in January month, I saw a post of her on social media where she wrote that she just came from holiday from South Africa, and we live in Namibia. Sorry, we live in Namibia. She just came from holiday from South Africa, and she just received 16,000 Namibian dollars, and she's not stressed to be buying like food and getting stuff ready for school for kids. And I'm like, wait, what? How can this be? And I'm like, okay, I need to contact Anisha, and you need to sign me up with this because I need to make this. Okay. Long story short, the 14th of January was the first time I got introduced to DMS, and I decided I'm taking this leap of faith. A lot of people, so my initial reason why I started is because I wanted an extra income. And guys, it's exactly what Lizelle said. It's not that I want to have a Lamborghini. It's not that I want to have a mansion to live in. It's just that I want the financial freedom to not stress and to be able to give to my family what they need. So if you ever thought of joining the online space, do it. But my advice for you will be, do it with the done for you system. Do it with a community that cheers you on, that calls you higher. Yes, you will be uncomfortable, but if you have the right team supporting you, correcting you in love, and is there to guide you all the way, just do it. Just freaking do it.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Yolandi. Thank you. I'm glad you're having a ball, and we love hearing about it. Thank you so much. But we
Thank
have to
you.
move on. Thank you so. It's inspiring, guys, eh? It's so inspiring. I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so what is included? So I'm going to share with you the DMS Pro. It includes step-by-step training, okay? So you always know what to do next. It includes weekly live coaching that we get together on a Monday. Because the truth is, watching videos, it's just not the same as building a business. Okay. You need live, proper support. We do small coaching pods in the DMS Pro where you get personal support from 5 and 6 figure earners. There are coaches in the community that sit with you. You get AI business tool. One of these AI business tools is our secret sales weapon. It creates content for you. You can work faster. You can save time. Remember, I spoke about the emails. Like imagine this, writing your emails, your DMs, motivating you on a daily basis, creating content for you. You get ready to use funnels and systems. We do the entire setup so that you don't have to. You heard Cecilia say this was amazing for her. She didn't have to set up anything. We did all the work for you. Okay, so we set your entire system up from nothing. We do that for you. You get digital products and templates. We give you not just the resale rights to the program. In other words, you can immediately start referring people without creating your own products, and you can make over $1,000 per sale. But we also give you 12 exclusive products that you can resell on your own that for 100% profit. Okay. And then, of course, the community. Because building alongside people who are on the same journey and the same visions, most of them, because it's difficult when you are with people, surrounding yourself with people that they are, what's the word? They have accepted where they are in life. And you feel called to more. You feel there's more for you. And surrounding yourself with people like that are vision minded is core. I always say, show me the 5 people you surround yourself with, and I'll show you who you are, because it's so important. And then, of course, ongoing updates. We just upgraded the entire system because online world is changing, right? It's changing day by day. So what would this normally cost you? Okay. So this lady on here, she's going to work it out for you. What would this cost you if you had to go do this on your own? Okay, so let's look at this. Business coaching. We work in dollars. We work in US dollar because it's international. Okay, I'm sure you don't just want to sell to people in your area, because this is why you hear people say, I woke up to a sale. I just made $1,000, because it's worldwide. Business coaching would cost you over $3,000. Marketing training is going to cost you over $2,000. Funnels and systems, man, the minimum of that is $2,000. AI business tools would cost you over $1,500. Digital products and templates, just to be able to get resale rights to it, will cost you over $1,000. And then a private community and accountability, you can't put a price on that. You just can't. Okay? Anything over $10,000, it would cost you to get started with everything you're getting inside here. And I know we're running out of time, but I have to share this with you. I spoke to people that built out a funnel for me, for my community. Okay. That has been working with Alex Hormozi. It's a guy who is He's rich and he's very successful. Okay. I don't have time to go into who he is, but they worked with him and they said, Lizelle, you are giving too much away in DMS. You should be charging more. What was their words. And I spoke to 4 of them. It was a group of 4 people. I'm telling you, it's priceless what you get inside here. So instead of charging you $10,000s, okay, we decided we're going to give it all for $1,197. That's the investment that you make. It's a once-off investment plus a once-off $75 activation fee that you can renew yearly because you will need a professional email and you'll need a professional domain. So that $75 covers that. We buy the email for you. You choose what you want to call it. We buy that on your behalf because we set the entire system up for you. Okay. And then after a year, if you want to keep your email and domain, you can renew it at 75 again. Okay. But that's a once-off amount. So who is DMS Pro for? You want to build an online business, but you don't know where to start. You're tired of buying courses and never implementing. You want coaching, you don't just want videos. You want a proven roadmap instead of guessing your way through it. And you want to build something that belongs to you. You don't just want to resell, you also want to have the opportunity to build your own products. So your question is not, can this work? The question is, will you actually follow through this time? Because I know a lot of you have also, you've tried some things. Okay, you've tried. That's exactly why I built DMS, because information in today's world is actually not hard to find. It's the implementation that's hard to do alone. You can go Google your way through stuff. You can YouTube. At the end of the day, you waste a lot of money because you think you need everything and you do this alone. This is why we coach. And this is why we meet every single week so that you are surrounded by people that can build alongside you. Okay, so there's a little bit more screenshots of the community of what they have been doing. Okay, people creating their own products. It's amazing. We are also certified. DMS Pro, we've got 3 offers. I'm going to show you the other 2. DMS Pro, you have the chance to get internationally accredited with this program. It's not a government qualification. It's an international accreditation, which confirms and lets people know that this is not just learning skills for the sake of learning skills. It's something you can put on your CV. It's skills that you're learning that's recognized international. Okay, we're very proud of that. So a lot of people can't start on the pro. And they're like, Lizelle, is there another way? I just cannot start there right now. We have the starter program. It gives you everything that you need, the foundation in content creation. It gives you the weekly coaching, but it doesn't give you the pod coaching and extra training and the extra support. But there's a lot of people that get started on this and then they upgrade on the pro. And then we recently launched the Launch Accelerator. This is a great way to get started. Okay, it doesn't give you, again, all the support that pro does. The way you want to work towards the pro because it literally has everything inside there. But you can start with the launch. We also set up your system for you. You go on a 7-day sprint. We teach you the fundamentals. Plus, you get, just being a part of the community is priceless. And you get resale rights to the launch. So you immediately have a product that you can resell. Okay, I'm going to give you some bonuses, right? So you're going to get content templates. So you don't have to figure out what post must I do? What must I create? We're going to put you on a live onboarding call. If you start by Sunday, okay, so you've got the weekend also to think about it, but I don't want you to think about it for long. Because here's the thing. Let me know in the comments, how long have you been thinking about changing your situation? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to put you on a live onboarding call. We're going to take you through exactly, we're not just going to leave the videos to you. We're going to take you through step by step what to focus on and what not to focus on. And we're going to set up the system while you are focusing on getting started. We're going to set up the system behind the scenes for you. Okay. Yep. You've been waiting a long time. Plus, okay, this is only on tonight's call. Okay. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I am doing a special 4-hour workshop for the women. Okay. We're doing it in August. Men are also welcome, but it's directed to women. It's a 4-hour workshop that we're doing. We're charging for this workshop. But if you start by Sunday, just before 12 p.m., I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna take note who's inside DMS. until Sunday, the newbies that are getting started, and you will get free access to this workshop. This workshop is with Anri. She's a director in Mrs. SA. She has a lot of companies all nationally. She's extremely successful. She is so successful in personal branding. You are not going to want to miss this, because this is where you need to go, is personal branding. How do you attract customers and have more visibility? She's going to be the one teaching you on that. What I'm going to teach you on this, I'm going to teach you on exactly how to package your product, what to do with your product, how you can make more money with it. It's going to be amazing. I'm doing it. We've never done this before, and I'm going to give that to you. Okay, so don't miss out. Okay, I want you to imagine this. In the next 3 months, instead of wondering, will things change? I want you to imagine saying in 3 months' time, I've already made the change. Or in a month, I'm making the change. Okay? Because if nothing changes, it just is what it is. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to get back to the person that invited you here. Someone sent you an email with the link to this webinar. Get back to that person. That's the person that invited you here. And all of them love using their affiliate rights, because when you buy DMS, you get 90% affiliate commission on the program. The 10% goes for bank fees. I'm telling you, DMS really doesn't make anything of the 10%, because we do deposits in all different countries. Okay, so you get good commission, so don't take it away from the person. Get back to the person that invited you here. Ask them for the link. Go check out the products, okay, and get started. And come introduce yourself in the community. We love introducing or getting to know all the newbies, okay? And again, guys, if you join before Sunday at midnight, I'm going to give you that bonus workshop, and we're going to give you that live call, so that you have someone that physically shows you what to do, instead of just getting into a program and having to watch the videos yourself. Okay, so I cannot send the link here to sign up. You need to get back to the person that invited you here, okay? Because someone invited you here, Mama T. Who invited you? Okay, someone invited you here. Just respond to that email. I just got an email. Okay, respond to that. Okay, respond to the email that invited you to this workshop. All right, everybody, see you soon. I'll welcome you inside.